If you missed today's press conference that was given by Joe Biden, you really missed something that was truly spectacular. You missed a man who just a couple of weeks ago said he takes full responsibility for the withdrawal of our troops from Afghanistan. He talked about how this is a plan that he put in place and had to be made. And he said that under no circumstances were we going to have another fall of Saigon, of course. You're not going to have helicopters landing on the building. You're not going to have that whole replay. And everybody's going to cooperate. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Then they pulled the military before they pulled any else out. And our experts, our intelligence community, our generals, all didn't see this coming. They all didn't see the Taliban moving so quickly. They thought it was going to take 6 months, maybe 9 months before the Taliban would take over all of Afghanistan. In no way did they see it coming in a weekend. But that's exactly what happened. And of course, the president, he was up at Camp David. He's on vacation when Afghanistan fell. And we just learned today that Press Secretary Jen Psaki, she's taking the week off. She's taking a week off. She doesn't want to answer any questions. She's not going to carry water for the big guy on this one. We're even getting reports that Vice President Kamala Harris is saying, I'm not taking this shiggity. They're not putting this shiggity on me like they did to Porter. Oh, yeah. This is a mess. This is FUBAR. And today the president of the United States came on to say, it wasn't me. It's not me. It's Trump's fault. Here's the man who, when he got into office, on the very first day, reversed all of Trump's policies, from the border to the Keystone Pipeline. All of Trump's policies he reversed. But he would have us believe that he didn't touch Trump's policy on the withdrawing of troops from Afghanistan. They're gaslighting us. And what's crazy is he could have said all of that from Camp David, but he didn't. No, Biden flew back to Washington, D.C., gave that sorry-ass speech for like 10, 15 minutes at the White House, then got back on Air Force One and flew back to Camp David. What's going on here? This is crazy. This is crazy. You know what? And I would say to all the people that voted for Biden, see, you told you so, but you know what? There weren't enough people that voted for Biden to put him into office. I won't get back into that right now. I'll just simply say this. The media got exactly what they wanted. The media who was writing endless editorials on Orange Man Bad. The media who day after day after day hounded Trump, beat on Trump, called Trump a collusionist, colluding with Russia, said that Trump was a dictator, Trump was a traitor, blah, 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 blah. They got their way. They jumped him out of office. They got their man. Oh, Joe Biden, he's going to bring peace and harmony and unity back to the country. In 7 months, this man has managed to destroy this country. We got an open border with up to 1 million people coming through by the end of the year. We've got inflation because all of the COVID spending and the $1 trillion and all this kind of stuff for infrastructure. We've got an oil shortage to the point where now we have Biden begging OPEC. There's a name we haven't heard in about 5 years. OPEC to produce more oil, even though he shut down our oil and opened up a pipeline from Russia to Germany. We've got the Biden administration that is talking about, increasing even more money so more people can not have to go to work. We've got forced vaccinations going all over the place. Well, I should say mandated. Meanwhile, we've got an administration that has destroyed everything to the point where, Americans are up, awake, and wondering what's going on. And still, the media would not push back. The media is not reporting on the border. But on this one, on Afghanistan, they have to. This was a line that was too far. Over the last 24 hours, you have seen a can of whoop ass being opened on Joe Biden. Why? Why this one? Well, I'll tell you why. Because liberals don't like looking bad. And the liberals propped up this president. They could try to hide from him domestically all they can. But the one thing they cannot hide from, and the one thing they will not abide by, failure for something that they absolutely support. Everybody had no problem whatsoever with the troops coming home. But the way that they did it has not just created a problem for, the country, the embarrassment of the country, but a lot of these reporters who have been over there for decades have friends in Afghanistan, Afghanis. A lot of these reporters who have been pushing for Western civilization and Western rights and free rights for women, the feminist movement, the LGBT community, all of that stuff they brought into Kabul, and they got people who are helping them push that along and who embrace it themselves. And guess what? They're the ones that are on the list. They're the ones that the Taliban want to take out. Did you see Andrea Mitchell on MSNBC? She was visibly shaken. Why? Because she has correspondence over there. She has contacts over there. She has friends over there who are women, females, and she knows what's going to happen to them. She knows what's waiting for them. And she's appalled by the fact that the Biden administration evacuated the military before they evacuated the assets. And there's a lot of reporters. Look at Jake Tapper. He's about to lose his mind. Even Jim Acosta is not covering or carrying water for Biden anymore. Why? Because, in a sense, Biden attacked the media when he let this whole thing go FUBAR. He attacked their friends, and they can't abide by this. This is the straw that's going to break the camel's back. Now, get ready to see a whole lot of craziness going on. Because, like I said, Biden is back over there at Camp David. What's going on with that? Where are his advisors? How come we get the generals out here? Can the generals explain what's going on? One of them asked the generals, hey, general, are you trying to tell us that all this asset that was supposed to be going to the 300,000 Afghani fighters are now going to the Taliban? I can't answer that question. This is a mess. And this is a mess that Biden is not going to be able to get out of. 7 months into his administration, and he finally has messed up so bad that he has lost the media. That's huge. Without that kind of cover, he's not long for this presidency. Mark my words. And as I say that, part of me hopes that I'm wrong, because we are not ready for the nightmare train wreck that is Kamala Harris. Pray for the country, y'all. Pray to Jesus.